What's up, everybody? Welcome to Sunday Stock Talk with Rich. Thanks for joining me. So let me know if the audio is good to go. Looks like we have 16 people in here today, and we're going to be going through, as always, some very informative topics to try to help you get on the path of profitability. All right, so I have a few topics that I want to discuss today with you guys. And I want to start actually today. I want to talk about position sizing. So please comment in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me. And then also let me know where you are tuning in from tonight. So I got a lot of new subscribers into the private swing room this week. I'm very, very pleased with that and hoping to really add value to you guys. And let's just make as much money as we can together. All right. So let me know where you guys are tuning in from. And let me start off with discussing position sizing today. Hear you great. All right. New York, Herbal Eye, welcome. Okay. So I'm going to use a recent swing trade example. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go to the June swing trading log. And I'm going to do eBay. Okay. So what I want to do here is I want to go to eBay. And I want to just show you guys the concept of position sizing. Andrea, welcome. Houston. Love Houston. Love Houston. Joe, GA. Let me think. Is that Georgia? Am I right, Joe? Bill, Central New York. Alex, Chicago. Casey, Dallas. Amish, New Jersey. That's great. So we have East Coast. We have Central. Nobody on the West Coast yet. Minnesota, Margot. Thanks for joining the private room. Welcome to the team. Happy to have you. And we have my friend here, Blues Rock Addict. Welcome. So I want to talk about one of the swing trades in eBay and how you need to position size. Okay. Delfino, my friend here, welcome back in Mexico. And Pell from Austin. Awesome. Okay. So I was recently speaking to one of my students, and we had this talk about position sizing. And this is probably the most important thing on trading. If you can master position sizing, then you will never have a problem with blowing up your account. Okay. So can we all agree the most important thing in trading is actually preserving your capital, right? If you can't preserve your capital in trading, then you won't have an account to trade. So let's figure out the right way to preserve your capital. So that's the first thing we have to start off with. Okay. So Michael's right here from TI, Florida. What's TI? Is that TI? What is that? TI. Is that Titusville? I'm not sure. Michael's a good guy. Thanks for joining us. And what else we got? Brandon from Michigan. All right. Okay. So let's think about it like this. So let's say you have a $10,000 account. So if you have a $10,000 account and you're just starting trading, your maximum risk per trade should be $100. Okay. That's 1%. So if you, in theory, for you to lose your account, for you to blow up your capital, you have to lose 100 times in a row. Okay. And that's basically impossible. That's actually impossible. Because in any trading system, you're going to have, on a really crappy one, you're going to have about a 40% win rate. On a really good one, you'll have between 55 to 70%. So if you follow this concept of position sizing properly, you'll never blow up your account. So Michael says Treasure Island. Awesome. I got to check that out. I don't actually know where that is in Florida. I got to check that out. So how do you actually do that? How do you actually make sure that you're only risking a certain percentage? So here we go, eBay. So on eBay, as you can see, I made a video on this one recently. This one we took twice. We won both times. We took it on the weekly chart. We took it on the monthly chart. Everyone in the swing room, you guys know about this. So let's go here, okay? So once you put your entry in, so in this particular trade on the monthly inside bar, we wanted to get in at 62.54 and the stop was 58.60, okay? And then right here, okay, so this part right here, risk, okay? I wonder if I can snip tool this. Okay, I wonder if I can copy and paste it in the chat for you guys. Let's see. Paste. Nope, I can't post it in the chat. Anyways, I was hoping that I could share this with you guys in the chat. But anyways, the risk section is the most important part. So right here is what you need to put in based on your account size. So if you're doing 10K, let's say your maximum risk is $100. So you're going to put in $100 here and you're going to hit OK. Now, when you go to your setup, you see right here, it says quantity. Okay, quantity 25. That means that's how many shares you're allowed to buy. That's it. If you buy more than 25 shares, that means you will lose more than $100. Okay. And if you consistently risk more than you're supposed to, and then you have a losing streak, you will blow up your account. All right. So basically what I was saying, guys, is let me give you an example of how I blew up my first account when I started trading futures. So I started off my futures account with $10,000 6 years ago. And instead of risking $100 per trade, I was risking between $500 to $1,000 per trade. And I think it was 1 or 2 weeks, I went on a really bad losing streak. And basically I lost 50% of my capital right off the bat. And from that point, I was never able to recover. So this is what I'm telling you guys this, because I don't want you to blow up your account. I don't want you to have to go through those issues that I went through. So if I had kept my risk at $100, I would have been able to survive the drawdown and have capital to come back the next day and trade. I ran out of capital. I lost my capital. And because I lost the capital, I blew up my account. So that's the lesson, is make sure that you're position sizing correctly. All right. And the way, if you're not familiar with the tools in Tradingview, if you're going long, all you have to do is hit that long and then just post it anywhere on the chart, fill in your entry and your stop. So let's do one example together. Okay. So let's go to Chewy. Okay. Let's go to the 15-minute chart. Let me choose something. I want something that I don't have any drawings on. I have drawings on too many of these things. Okay, so let's go to cat. Okay, Caterpillar. Okay, so let's say right here, I want to short this inside bar. So let's talk about how you would actually put the position tool inside to make sure that you are going to not risk more than you should. So the first thing you want to do, so if you're trading in Tradingview here, so let me exit this. So if you're trading in Tradingview, what you want to do is you want to hit this button right here, this one that says auto, and then you can just like move around the chart. So it's easier to zoom in where you want. Then you want to click over here on where the price is, and you want to just click it and you want to pull it up. So that way you can zoom in to the candle. So now we can see everything clearly. Okay. I want to see everything clearly like this. Okay. So that's a little trick for you guys that use Tradingview. All right. So what we're going to do now is so since we want to short, we're going to go short. Okay. So let's say we want to short right there on that low, and our stop is going to be right here on the high. So now we have to go. So we have our entry, we have our stop, and it's already telling me quantity 100. And let me just make sure. Okay. My risk is set at 100. So it's saying, okay, short Caterpillar, 100 shares at 236.74. So if I short Caterpillar here, 100 shares, if it turns around and stops me out, I'm going to only lose $100. That's it. But let's actually see how this trade played out. So this thing just tanked like crazy. So that's right there. That's about 16.5 R. So if I risked $100 there, I would have made $1,650 right there. See that? So that's lesson 1 today, position sizing. So if you guys understand that, please hit me with a 1 in the chat. If you don't understand that and you need more guidance, then post a question in there and we can go through another example. Okay, so if you guys want another example, say in the chat you want another example. If you're good to go, hit me with a 1 and then we can proceed. All right, so position sizing is everything in trading. Just remember what I'm telling you. Position sizing is trading. It is. Okay, your job. Okay, what can you control? So I see a lot of ones. So we're good on this topic. But let me just close off. Closing point. If you are a trader, what can you control? You can control your entry, your stop, your target, your position size, and the way you manage the trade. Those are what you must control. If you can't control those, and if you're not paying attention to those, then you're not doing your job. Okay? If the trade wins or if the trade lose, it's not your problem. It's not your problem. Your problem is, if I lose, I better lose only 1% of my capital. That's your problem. All right? So I have some videos on YouTube on this one, position sizing. So you guys can watch them for some refreshers. So every week when I'm taking my swing trades, I am doing this. So let me give you an example. So in any given week, I might have 20 to 30 to maybe 40 different trades open. So each one of those trades, I have a max risk. So let's say it's $100. So that means that every week I'm willing to lose between $2,000 to $4,000. But I know that up front, right? I don't, it's not a guessing game of how much I'm going to lose. I know that up front. And my upside can be anywhere between like $4,000 to $8,000. So every week, in a nutshell, I'm risking $2,000 to $4,000 to make $4,000 to $8,000. That's a good deal. Okay. So let's go back now. So we went through position sizing, and the next thing I want to talk about is a newsletter. So here is the Trading Wars newsletter number 2. And I hope that everyone has a copy of this. If you don't have a copy of this, just join the Telegram right here. Let me see if I can copy this. I'm going to paste it right now. Okay, join the Telegram and just get your copy here. Wow, we have how much people? Okay, 130 open this, so that's good. So let's just go through it quickly. So from last week, these were the picks that performed really well. So Peloton, Plan, CMS, Marvel, IBM, Amazon, these ones did really well. And then again, here are the instructions, how to use it. And then these are the new results for the scanner. So we have a lot, we have 20 more picks there. And then we have the Holy Grails and the Power Play. So the Power Play is something new. I'll talk more about that later. I have some charts for you guys here. I really like Visa, and I really like Amazon. I think Amazon is getting ready for a big move. And then again, the truth about trading. Something new that I added this week is the discounts. So as you guys know, Trendspider, I'm an affiliate with Trendspider, so you can get 25% off using my code. I also reached out to Tradingview because I really do like Tradingview, and they have some features that Trendspider doesn't. And I said, hey, you guys are slacking. You guys need to step up. And they're like, okay, we'll have a call with you next week. So I'm going to have a call with Tradingview next week. They made me an affiliate, so I'm a part of their affiliate program. So if you use this link, you can get $30 off any of the plans. Okay. And yeah, that's basically it. And then I updated the June results down here. So current month results for June, we have no losers. I'm hoping that it stays that way, but you know, eventually you're going to have a loser. Okay. That's just how the game works. All right. So now I want to look at the swings for next week. So all of these in blue are swings that I plan to take next week. Etsy, Gap, Dollar Tree, AMC, Ford, Coca-Cola, Delta Airlines, QCOM, Starbucks, FireEye, Food2 Holdings, and Yum. They all have different inside bar patterns, right, that I'm looking for on the weekly. And I've shared this in the newsletter with you guys, okay? So if you want the live alerts and you want to trade them with me, then you can join the swing room. Otherwise, you can just set up your orders like how I taught you guys to do it and just pick the ones that you want to play, okay? And then, so something else that's very important, if we look at the calendar. So here on the 18th, you have to be aware that the 2-week inside bar chart is going to close, as well as the 3-week inside bar chart is going to close. So those are something that I monitor that a lot of people don't, okay? Because the 2-week and the 3-week chart are very, very important, okay? Please explain Ford. Yeah, it's just an inside bar, right? That's all. It's an inside bar. So you could take the break above for long. You could take the break below for short, Keep it really simple. So nothing too complicated. Just a nice inside bar that showed up on the scanner. All right. So what I want to do now is I want to look at some swing picks. I want to do some chart requests from you guys. Do you guys want me to go through futures? I don't know if you guys are still interested in futures. So if you want me to go through futures, hit me with a 1 and we can go through the futures market right now. If not, hit me with a 2 and then we'll just move on straight to the chart requests. So let me know. Alex says, how do you determine whether to short or go long in your plays? So good question. So Alex, what I do is, oops. So we see I have some 1s and some 2s. Okay, so we'll go through futures quickly. So basically in the private swing room, Alex, what I do is I always have a mixture of long and shorts because I'm always basically prepared if the market wants to crash. I always have some shorts on. So some of the inside bars that show up on the scanner, I'll use them as shorts. Basically, the ones that I like to use are the ones that have been in downtrends. The ones that are not making new all-time highs, those are the ones that I like to use to short. And but the majority of my swing trades are long because of the fact that the market is bullish right now, obviously. But I'm always ready with shorts in case we need to. In case the market does turn. So like, for example, last week I shorted KHC, Kraft Heinz Corp, right? And I was able to make money on that. So you always have to be ready for whatever can happen. Always be ready. Okay. So let's do the futures together real quick. And then we will look at a chart request. Scanners and chart request. Okay. So I can delete this. So we're going to go, as we always do, to the weekly chart. So let's do some quick scanning. So the last time that we had an inside bar on futures was right here. Okay. This was on the 17th of May. And I told you guys this. I said, okay, if we break above, we're most likely going to push higher. If we break below, it's going to be very bearish. And what did we do? We broke above, guys, and that's an easy 60 points. Okay. So 60 points, it's so simple. Like, why does it need to be hard? We don't need it to be difficult. We find the inside bar, we take it long. Okay, that's 60 points. 60 times 50 is what? 3,000? Am I right? I think so. 60 times 50, 3,000. So that's $3,000 on one contract. Okay, so just keep it simple. Keep it very, very simple. Don't make it confusing. So let's look at the 2-week chart. Okay, here's another inside bar. Look at this. Another inside bar on the 2-week chart. So we could have played this one bullish as well. So this one, it's basically the trade is still going, but here's a beautiful 2-week inside bar. So you could even play this now. Put your stop below the bar if you want. Put your stop in the middle of the bar. Like a potential trade setup we could do right now, just get long right now. Put your stop right here below this wick. Okay, and try that out. See if that can work. That's actually a nice one too. Let's go to the 3-week chart. Okay, 3-week chart, we had a beautiful hammer. So that's just a hammer pattern. Let's go to the monthly. So monthly, obviously very bullish. Okay, look at this back here. Look at this beautiful inside bar right here. Look at this. So if you traded, quick question, if you traded only the monthly inside bars for futures, how many winners would you have had on the year so far? What do you guys think? If you traded only the monthly inside bars on futures, how many winners would you have had so far? Let me know what you guys think. And then while you're doing that, I'm going to set up a few things. Okay, I'm going to be drawing a few things here. How many winners on the monthly chart so far? Take a sip of my coffee. So we have 1 or 2, we have 3, we have 30. I wish we had 30. But here we go. Okay, we have 2 inside bars. We have one here and we have one here. This inside bar came with the COVID drop. Then this one came in October. So basically, look at this, guys. Let's just say you take only 2 trades in the year. You take this one and you take this one, and that's it. That's all you do. If you just take these 2 trades, you can make a lot of money. What's the points from the bottom here? Let's see. To where we are right now, that's okay. Let's keep this in our head, 1266, and then let's take it from the other guy up here, 712.50. Okay, let's get the calculator out. So 1266. Come on, calculator. What's going on? What's going on with this thing? Oh God. Okay, hold on. All right. I guess we'll have to do it on another. I'll have to do it in actually, let's just go to Google here. Calculator. Okay. I lost you guys. Where did my StreamYard go? One sec. I lost you guys. Let's close this. Okay, one sec, guys. Let me try to fix this. All right, there we go. So let me share again. Sorry, I don't know what happened there. Technical difficulties. Share screen. There we go. Share audio. There we go. Okay, I think I'm back. So my friend right here said 1900. Okay, let's go with that. So let's put that in. 1900 points, okay, times one contract times $50 per point. That's 100K. Let's just round it up. Okay, that's 100K. Yeah. So Ivneet Core says thank you, but I only see one blue there. But there, yeah, exactly. That's a problem with the, I don't know why, this inside bar indicator. Sometimes it goes blue, sometimes it doesn't. But anyways, anytime you see an arrow, that's an inside bar. So the arrow. So just look for the arrow. Okay. So back to what I was saying here. So let's just say you play these two and you make 1900 points on one contract. That's $95,000. So let's round up to 100 grand. Okay. So you can easily play at least 2 contracts you could play. Okay. For a small account, you could play 2 contracts. So that's 200K. That's it. So imagine that. Imagine you sit back like a sniper and you wait on the monthly chart for your inside bars and you take that inside bar and you made 2,000 points and you made 200K. You don't have to do anything else. And this is all comes down to having a plan. Just have a plan, know what you're looking for, know what you're trading, go after it and trade it. Okay. So the biggest problem that I had in trading is, like I said, 6 years ago when I first started, I blew up my first account, and then my wife ended up bailing me out and saving me. And then I just got my CPA. I had $50,000 in student debt. So basically, it took me so much years to build my capital. So if I had more capital, then, like, trust me, when all of this was happening, I was loading up. So I made good money. But if I had more capital, I would have been a multi-millionaire now, easily. So that's why we go back to the first lesson of risk management and position sizing. Respect your capital, because if you don't have it, you can't take these plays and make the money. Okay? You can't. So make sure you have money, you respect it, and you're ready to go when the setups come. Brethren says, how much would it be for one contract on futures? Futures is basically everything is on margin. So basically it's to comfortably take one contract, to comfortably hold one contract overnight. I would say you need between $9,000 to $10,000. So that's what I use in my head as a gauge. So every $10,000 extra that you get, you can buy one more contract. Right? And remember, you can always use the micro contract. The micro contract is 1/10 of the regular contract. So you can always use $1,000 and just buy one micro contract. But instead of getting $50 per point, you're only going to get $5. That makes sense? All right. So okay. So basically the lesson here, guys, is just what I like doing. I like staying on the higher time frames for the inside bars because I find that they are a little bit more powerful. They're a little bit more powerful because there's more volume in this candle. There's more transactions in this candle. Okay. If it consolidated for a whole month, that obviously means that there's a lot of buyers and sellers that have been trapped within the candle. So that's why I like to take advantage of the higher time frames. Okay. Hi, Rizwan. Welcome. All right. So let's go back to the weekly. Let's talk about that. So let me know, like, okay, if you guys had a time frame that you had to trade on one single time frame, right? which one would you choose? If you had one single time, which time frame do you guys have the best results on? So for those of you that are actively trading, which time frame makes you the most money? Is it the 5, the 15, the daily, the hourly, whatever, weekly, monthly? Let me know. For me, I find the weekly chart and the monthly charts make me the most money. So let me know which one. So Nathan says weekly. Yeah, I really like the weekly. If you're not, so I advise you guys, if you're not using the weekly, to check it out. Daily from Mike. Yeah, daily is also very powerful, especially when you get the inside bar pattern showing up on the daily, or the double inside bar patterns on the daily. It becomes very, very, very powerful. All right. So what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna draw the range of the previous week. Right, I'm going to draw the high and the low of the previous week. So that's what we do when we trade futures. So we haven't gone to 5 minute at this point. Yeah, you'll get there. The 5 minute is very fast. So you got to be ready for that one. What else do we have? Learning to use weekly. Yeah, 3 to 5 minute for SPY. That's perfect for day trading. 5:15. Yeah, perfect for day trading too. So I don't like to go on anything lower than the 3 minute chart. If you go anything lower than the 3 minute chart, I find things like the inside bars won't really work that well because it's mostly going to be a lot of fake outs, right? So let's go in here, 42.49, and then the low is 42.06. So we're going to go here, 42.06. And we're going to go here on the hourly, hit auto. So you can see here we have last week's range. So here was the low, here was the high. So right now we're opening inside of last week's range. So what that basically means is there's going to be a lot of chop again because it's an inside open. Whenever we open within the previous week's range, it's going to be hard to break out immediately. Either break the high or break the low, but we want to keep our eyes on the high 42.49 and the low 42.06. So what else I would do here is draw the fib from the high to the low. We can see here we already have some rejection around the 886 right up here. So that's a really good short to try that right up here in the zone. If you had a limit order, you know, you could have already made some money. And from the long side, if we go from here, low to high, okay, so we can see last week we already retested the 618. And from the 618, we had a big pop. So those levels, you need to mark them down if you're trading futures and be aware of them. So we said when trading 15 hourly, perfect, from Rizwan. And then Mr. Castillo, where can we find the link to the newsletter? So I'm going to post it right here again in the Telegram. So just join the Telegram right there, and then you can just click on the newsletter right there. So, right, so let me post it one more time for anyone that just joined. Okay, so just go to the Telegram. All right, so basically what we're expecting, I just wanted to show you guys something. So if you see this right here, this square block is what we call summer trading. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you have been hearing about summer trading. This is what summer trading means. Basically, there is going to be a lot of back and forth. And you see these huge wicks here. These are institutions doing their dirty work. They're playing around. They're stopping you out, blah, blah, blah. That's why when it's summer trading like this, it's actually better to just sit on the higher time frames because you're likely going to get stopped out if you try to trade on a lower time frame. And that's because it's mostly choppy. Eventually, we're going to have a breakout, a higher or lower, and that's probably going to be stimulated by the Fed announcement this week. So once that announcement goes through, then we'll be able to see what's next. But stay away from the chop if you can. Okay, stay away from it. It's not good for nobody. It's like you're trying to fight an uphill battle. And especially with options, it makes option trading very, very difficult when the market is just chopping. Very, very, very difficult. So be careful. Pell says, thank God for your wife. I know. Thank God. That's very true. Okay. So there we go for futures. Let's look at the NASDAQ quickly, see what's going on there, if there's anything different. But so the NASDAQ is actually a lot more bullish. And here we go. Look at this double inside bar pattern right here. Okay, look at this one. Okay, this is why I teach you guys the inside bars. Look at this one right here. Double inside bar pattern here. Okay, so all you got to do, take the break above that double inside bar right there. Bam, take that up. That's 97 points right there. Easy, like that's easy. That's just a given. It's just given for free. Okay, beautiful. So one thing to note is for those that have been coming here every single week, we saw in the past that ES, so the S&P 500 was actually leading the market, but the Nasdaq is actually stronger now. Okay, and the Nasdaq, look at the Nasdaq. You see how strong the Nasdaq is? You see this inside bar that we talked about? You see these lines, guys? This was the inside bar call out we had a few weeks ago, and that was good for 463 points. So let's look at this. The Nasdaq is actually very, very bullish. And anytime the Nasdaq is bullish and it starts to pop, it can really push the markets. It can really, really push the market. So just be aware of that. And just remember, though, a lot of this is going to be contingent on the news that we have this week for the Fed announcement. Okay. So that's futures. So Delfino says limit order short at 786. And that's pretty much how a boss would do it. Right? That's how you do it. If you're a boss, that's what you do. Go to the hourly chart here. Okay. You draw the fib. You take it from high to low. Okay. So let's talk about what Delfino just said. So if you did a limit order short here, you put your short right here, you put your stop above the swing high. Let's say you put it above here, or you put it above the 886. Give it a little bit of room like this. So what you're doing there on that trade is basically you're saying, I'm going to short the 786 and I'm going to give this thing a chance to roll over overnight. And then if the Fed announcement comes in and everything is bad and we crash, I'm already going to be in it and I can make a shit ton of money. Okay. So that's what a professional does. And Delfino is a professional. Pell says, is that for futures or stock? Everything applies to both futures and stocks. It applies to both of them. Okay. So what I want to do now is I want to take a switch over to the stock requests. And if you guys have any chart requests, please start posting your charts in right now in the chat. And we're going to go through all the chart requests and we're going to see if there's anything really nice that's standing out. And I'm just going to go back here and I'm going to pull up the chart request that we had before. So let me know if you guys have any particulars, and then we're going to go through this list right now. All right, so let's hit the ball. CLVS. Okay, weekly. So always start with the weekly. Clovis Oncology Inc. So you see this wick right here. This wick is a Fibonacci for sure. Let's draw it together. Take it from this swing high to low. Okay, so right there, that is a 50% short. That's an algorithm. So this is an algorithm that's just waiting here. Okay, so you have to understand. Let's go to the hourly chart. Okay, you can see this closely on the hourly chart. So here, this is what it looks like in the hourly chart. So on the hourly chart, we open up here and the algorithm is shorting right away because this thing is a stock that's been getting beat up over and over and over and over again. So if you guys can think like an algorithm, you can make a lot of money. Okay, so what about this? What about this right here? And what about this? Okay, what about this? So let me ask you a question. So let's say you're trading this CLVS, Clovis Oncology, right? So can you make money on both of these inside bars? Can you make money? Hit me with a 1 if that's a yes. Hit me with a 2 if that's a no. Can you make money on both of those inside bars? Let me know. Okay, so what I'm trying to show you guys here is that you can always, whatever's happening on the higher time frame is happening on the lower time frame. Inside bar can happen on any time frame. It can happen on the 1 minute chart, the 15, the 30, the hourly, whatever. There are millions and millions and millions of possibilities that are playing out every single day. Your job is to have a plan, to identify the setup, to take the setup with proper risk management, and to make money. So I see a few ones in here, and that is very, very beautiful. So let's just do this together, okay? So let's do this together, okay? So can I hit market replay here? Let me get rid of the fib. Let's get rid of this. And let's get rid of this. And then let's go to market replay. And let's do it like that. Okay, beautiful. So this is the 9th of June, which is the Friday, right? No, it is the Wednesday. So let's just say we're trading on the hourly chart together. Press play. Okay. Inside bar forms. So let's keep it simple. Let's say we're just going to take the break of the inside bar. If it breaks above, we're going to go long. If it breaks below, we're going to go short. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to zoom in here so we can see it closely. I'm going to hit the long tool. Just going to put I'm going to put an order. Let's put it right a little bit below the high, and I'll put a stop loss a little bit above the low. Okay, like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to scale out the majority, at least half of our position at 1-to-1. We're going to put a stop loss to break even. And then the next target is going to be 1.5. And then the final target is going to be at 2. Okay. So let's do this. So let's start off with the 1. So this is how you backtest. This is how you learn to get better at trading. Okay. So boom, comes in here. All right. So what happens in this candle? Oops, this thing's going without me. Anyways, what happens in this candle? It opens here. It pushes up, it breaks through, it hits 1 and it hits 1.5. So you could have at least walked away with 1.25, and then you could get your stop loss to break even, right? So basically, let's say you risk $1,000 on this trade. So your entry is $6.67. Your stop is $6.41. You're risking $1,000. So you would have been able to lock in some of your position here at 1-to-1. So let's say you locked in 50% at 1-to-1, and you locked in another 25% at 1.5. Okay. So you're able to at least walk away with, let's say, $700 in profit. And then the rest of your stop is at break even. All right. So that's how you do it. And then once you get stopped out of the rest of your position, then you're chilling here and say, hey, there's another one. Okay. Let's take it to the short side now. It's going to break below. So we're here, we're shorting. Press play again. And this one is just a nasty, nasty short. Like absolutely beautiful. So you hit 1-to-1 here first. Okay. You get your stop to break even. Okay. So you bring your stop down here so you're safe. Then you get 1.25, 1.5, blah, blah. You hit basically all the way down to 2.75. So basically, if you're trading that here with $1,000 risk, you can easily walk away with at least double. So you at least make $2,000. At least, right? And that's it. So that's how you use the inside bars, right? And the inside bars are best to use when we have some action. What I mean by that is, did you see how big this gap up was? So anytime you have a big gap up like that, you know there's going to be a lot of traders, there's going to be a lot of volume. And what we're trying to do is use the inside bars to take advantage of that. So you could have walked away on these 2 trades with, let's say, about $3,000, and you're good for the week, right? You're good to go. You don't even need to trade anything else. So hit me with a 1 if you guys understand that and you guys are comfortable with that, and hit me with a 2 if you're not sure and you want to go through it again. Apparently there was some fight with the Denver Nuggets and Phoenix. I have the game on here muted, but yeah, it's interesting. All right, so we got some 1s, right? So you guys get that? How quick was that time frame if you were to hit both those? That's on the 1-hour chart. So you have a lot of time. You have a lot of time to take those trades. Each one of these candles are going to develop it takes 1 hour for them to develop. Oh, Jokic smoked a Phoenix player. Yeah, I see. Go Phoenix. Yep. Well, I'm a Clippers fan, so let's see where the Clippers can go. Anyways, so there we go. All right. So that's basically how you can use the inside bars to day trade. So I know we got a little bit sidetracked. Anyways. So Delfino says IBs are a great setup. So Delfino, just can you give the team here, just give them a little background on how you're able to grow your account. So what Delfino was one of my students. We did 2 months together, and just just refresh my mind here. What did you start off with in your account, and where were you able to get it to? Brethren 12, could you do that on SPY 2? Yes, you can do that on anything, okay? Just make sure that there's decent volume involved, okay? All right, so let's go and let's take some requests that was in the chat. So CRSP. Oh wait, I'm watching this. Oh my God, he slapped them in the face. Yeah, that's brutal. CRSP. So weekly. So we looked at this name a while back, and we basically said that the 886 would be the next line of support. And you can see we bounced from the 886 multiple times. So this is why we use the Fibonacci to help us. So basically, as long as this 9690 can hold, the bulls can continue to push higher. So that as long as this 9690 can hold, they're good to go, right? And the 886 has basically come into play there. What else do we have here? Etsy. So Etsy is in the private room, if neat. So just check that out in the private room on the charts that I posted there. Okay. AAL. I don't see anything in particular with American Airlines. I have a short open still on American Airlines. So if American Airlines can break through 1979 down here, I'm actually willing to give it a short. So, and the reason why is because we had this double inside bar pattern on the monthly chart, and then we broke above, and then we started pulling back down. So I'm willing to take a short on American Airlines if it can come and break through this level. So that's actually what I'm watching right now. Otherwise, it's just pretty much chopping around. MasterCard. So MasterCard is a very important setup that I posted for you guys. I actually have an open order right here on MasterCard, entry 385.95. If it can break through 385.95, I'll be willing to go long. And the reason why is we had this monthly inside bar close. And as you can see, we've been very, very tight in the range of this monthly inside bar close. So this is what I call the Trading Wars power play. So what I mean by power play, we had the monthly bar close, and then for the last few weeks, we've just been chopping. So it's just killing some option premiums. It's just trapping a few people. And then basically the next direction it takes will probably be where it wants to go. And if it's going to break above here, I'm willing to take that long. Roku. So I am still in Roku. So I got into Roku back here, guys. I got into Roku right there on that inside bar. So I'm still holding Roku right now. So I got in back there. Well, I hit a few targets on the way up, and then I'm still in Roku. So as long as my stop loss holds, which is right around here, around 300, as long as that can hold, I think Roku can continue higher. So I'm already in a position there, and I'm just waiting to see what's next. SKYT. So here we go. What a beautiful, absolutely beautiful chart. Who recommended this? Pel BHVN. Very, very beautiful chart. So friends, this is what we call a textbook double inside bar breakout. Look at this. Okay. Draw the trend lines here. Okay. So hit the replay. So this is, everyone asks me about IPOs and new companies. This is what you do. So you let it do its thing. Then you wait for the inside bar patterns right here. So if I'm taking this trade, I'm long with the order right here. Okay, stop right there. Entry would be $20.67. Then we hit play. Okay, look at that. Beautiful. So that's a textbook double inside bar pattern right there. And then you also had another one right up here. You could have taken this one right here, and that's also another winner. So this is what you want to see. This is what you want to see when you are trading double inside bars. This is what we're expecting. If it doesn't happen, then you just take your stop loss and you walk away. But this is the power of inside bars. Very, very beautiful. I really like that. So DKS. All right, so Dick's Sporting Goods, we had the inside bar last week, and we already had a nice little pop. So right now, it definitely still looks bullish. And just respect the inside bar. If it comes back and it breaks down here, take your stop loss and walk away. Otherwise, you're in a good position for it to continue higher. Airbnb. Airbnb. So we were talking about Airbnb with this Fibonacci setup that we had. We go to low to high right there. You see that? So we were talking about the 886. Guys, the 886 is something that people don't talk about. It's something that I know that works because I've traded it many, many times. So the 886 is right here. Look at that. All you have to do here, you load up on the 886. You put a limit order, 133.13. That's where you want to buy. Put your stop right down here. You're not risking much, but the upside potential is huge. So you get in here with the limit orders, you take it. As long as this can hold, the bulls are in full control right there. Roblox. So here we go. Here's another beautiful inside bar on Roblox right down here. So exactly the same thing that I said. You want to get involved in IPOs. You play the early inside bars right here. Boom, take that, bam. That was a nice winner right there. This one here doesn't trigger to the long side. You could have taken the short and still made some money. But just know that whenever you short something, you have to be willing to cover quicker because most of the times the market is in a bullish state. So if you're going to short, you want to cover quickly. All right. So right now, just, no setups, like no inside bars or anything. So we're just going to wait and see when the next setup comes. AMD, if we go to the weekly, AMD has been chopping around for a while. We knew that this was a Fibonacci that traded to the extension, right? So we're just hanging out right now and it needs some time to figure out what it wants to do. So let's wait until we can get a setup. AVXL. So this one looks like it was sitting on a fib. Let's take the Fibonacci from the low to the high right there. You can see right here, 786. So you see that pop, pull into the 786 and beautiful hammer, and then just rode it right back up. So it's actually a really nice play here. Now anything can happen because there's a lot of shorts here. And then there's obviously a whole bunch of shorts here. So as long as this level can hold $10.14, the bulls should be able to keep running it up. TWLO. So I don't really see any patterns, no inside bars or anything. So just going to wait on this guy and see what's next with it. Docu. So Docu has been on my radar for a long time. Let's see. I know I traded this at some point. Trying to find when. Yeah. So I traded Docu. I can't remember what happened because I took so many plays. Yeah, so I traded Docu, I think, back here. You see this inside bar that I have here? So here's an example, guys, when you can lose. Okay, so you're not always going to win. So here's an example when you can lose. Take Docu, got filled. You see that little push, and then it came back down to stop me out, and then it decides to move. So sometimes that can happen. So just be aware of that. But Docu definitely looks like it wants to break into new all-time highs. So as long as this 196.47 can hold, it can definitely push through. Zoom. So again, 886, look at this, almost perfectly touched the 886. We drew this fib. We had this fib on there for a while. Low to high, 886, okay? As long as this level can hold 270.59, the bulls can continue to push into a new highs as long as that can hold, okay? ASO. This is insane. Look at this. Absolutely insane. So I'm on the 3-week chart now. Look at this. See, do you guys see what I'm trying to teach you guys about the inside bars? If you get 1 or 2 of these plays in the year, you don't have to do anything. You can just relax. Look at that. Take that inside bar right there. Okay, if you take that one right there and you ride this up, that's over basically 140% return. So whatever instrument you're looking at, make sure you go to the different time frames and see what the setups are. Even look at this double inside bar pattern with a nice breakout, another inside bar breakout. This thing is just working beautifully, absolutely beautifully. So right now the bulls need to hold 37.33 to continue higher. Mar, nice inside bar here. I like this one. So if we just bracket the inside bar, if it breaks above, go long. If it breaks below, go short. I like that. I like that. ICE. So another beautiful inside bar. So same thing. Bracket above, bracket below. I love it too. I would be leaning more to the bulls going long, but if it does break down here, I think it could have a push lower. David says Roku, we just did that one, and then PLTR. Okay, so PLTR, it's it's doing its own thing. I kind of step away from this name because it's been chopping around for a while, so I'm not really like actively trading it right now. But I would just kind of wait until we can get a nice inside bar setup. On the monthly chart, we do have a very powerful hammer. So as long as that hammer 1777 around there, as long as that can hold, bulls should be in control. HZO for the weekly. Marine Max. Nice inside bar there. That's a beautiful one. I like this one because there's been 4 weeks of selling before the inside bar. It's a very small one, so you have to be quick. Break above, break below, boom. All right. So let me know when you guys take those trades. Let me know next week how they go. Tesla, same thing. So I've been talking about Tesla. I posted a chart on Tesla. Same thing. Nice inside bar around this double bottom. Break above, break below. Keep it simple. It's that simple. Trading doesn't need to be hard. We don't need to put RSI, Bollinger Band, all that stuff. We could just trade an inside bar. I don't even need the Bollinger Bands. We could really just trade the inside bars. All right. AMC is also a nice inside bar setup here on the weekly. So I have a setup here long above 60.10, short below 40.91. Nice inside bar. Right. Do you guys have any questions about anything? What's anything going on in your mind that you want to discuss? Feel free to post them in the chat. I'm gonna go through these. I need to go through these. So let's do rapid fire. Okay, so let's do rapid fire. So UWMZ. Oh, sorry, it's UWMC. UWMC. So what I would say here, beautiful inside bar on the 1st of June. That's your play right there. Take that up. That's a winner. Stop should be at break even. From there, as long as the bulls can hold $8.75, we continue higher. AMD, we already talked about that one. Okay, so Marcelo, let's do this. SFY, I think we did that, but let's do that again. SFY. So very bullish, extremely bullish. As long as so here was the inside bar. This looks like an index. So basically the same analysis as SPY. Just watch the weekly pivots and just keep those on your chart. CAT. So Caterpillar, this was a lot of selling last week. I don't really know why. I wasn't following it like that, but definitely a pretty big sell-off. So what I would like to see is next week an inside bar, and then from that inside bar we could play that inside bar. So let's see let's see how that goes. Okay. I don't want to chase anything. I rather wait for the setup. Okay. HBAN. So right here, a little bit of selling. Again, I'm going to wait for the inside bar setup, and I won't chase anything. I won't chase it to the downside. I won't chase it to the upside. Key here, another one. So we're going to wait for the pattern. Like here was a nice inside bar we could have played. So just going to wait patiently. I would expect this to pull back into this mid Bollinger Band at some point. So let's wait for this to catch up before looking for trade opportunities. SOXL. So nice inside bar right here. So very semiconductor bull 3x share. So obviously high risk, but look at these inside bars in the past. That's a very nice winner. That's a nice winner. This one also, if you keep the order open, that's a nice winner. That's a nice winner. So 4 for 4. All right. So same thing. Take the break above, take the break below, see where it takes you. All right. Just, if it doesn't work, take a stop loss. Okay. PLNT. Planet Fitness, beautiful inside bar. I like this one. Short below, long above. Let's see where it goes. Really like that. These are some good setups for you guys. So if you guys don't have setups, then these are all excellent setups to use. GNOG. Golden Nugget Online. We had the inside bar last week, a very tight one. That's already a nice winner there. Okay. So I would have played it last week or down here. Right now, I won't be interested, but those were some great plays from the previous weeks. TTFC. What is that? Did I do that right? TTCF. So the only thing that stands out to me right now is a Fibonacci low to high right there. High to low, sorry, 618 rejection. I saw that 1, 2, 3. So if the bulls need to break back above the 618 rejection in order to take control, otherwise we can definitely pull back down here. So this is what we call a 618 rejection. So that looks definitely like the shorts are piling in there. Verizon, I see a fib on Verizon. Let's take it from high to low. Right here. See that 618? So there we go. So I see 618's in play. Same thing. As long as the bulls can hold the 618, we continue higher. If it breaks, that'll be very bearish. LVS. LVS, Las Vegas Sands. That's sitting on a Fibonacci for sure. Let's draw it. Okay, exactly. So 618, double touch. So that's right. So it looks like a good move off 618. Exactly. So if we can get above 56.77, that would be my trigger to go long for the 618 play. If we continue lower, then we have the 786 and the 886 that are waiting for support. So that's a good pick up there. We did Airbnb, Roblox, Zoom, Docu, Google. So let's do Google. I've been holding Google for a long time. I'm just sitting on it. Another nice inside bar. Look at this one. Nice, beautiful winner. So really nothing. I don't want to buy at all-time highs. I'm already in the position, right? So don't buy at all-time highs. Position yourself before you get there using the inside bars. TWLO, just kind of let's wait and see if we can get an inside bar set up. Looks like a lot of fake outs. Definitely short than long. So that means that the stock hasn't made up its mind on what it wants to do. Roblox, Baba. Okay, so here we go. Baba. So Baba, I did a lot of analysis on this one, and I still think that it's willing and could trade down to the 0.169 extension of the 272 because we had a clean pullback to the 50, and then we came back. We're trying to do double bottom. I think it breaks here. I really think it breaks here, and then it goes down to these levels, which would be awesome buying opportunities. All right. Baba, PayPal. This was a nice double bottom right here. So PayPal is a very bullish stock. I think as long as this double bottom holds 237.40, we can continue higher. I like PayPal. I use it every single day. I think they're a good company. So I'm bullish on that. I have PayPal in a lot of my long-term accounts. Smile Direct Club, nice little inside bar right here. Little nice pop there. So that was pretty beautiful. Otherwise than that, there's a lot of wicks. So you could see like a lot of manipulation here. So let's just wait and see how this week goes. Definitely looks like an inside bar could be setting up there. NVIDIA. So NVIDIA had that big pop right there. So we had this drawn already. So I was already waiting for this. We had this push up, pull back to the 50 right there. And now we're trading to the extensions. And I still think NVIDIA is going to get to this target 77.41.17, which is the 50% extension before pulling back. So I definitely think it can get there. So let's see how that goes. And Moderna, look at this. So we took Moderna, right, in the private swing room, and I'm still in it. My entry 164.39. I took that inside bar, took that long, and look at that. We've made 6 times our money. So if we risk $1,000, that's $6,000 right there. Okay. So Moderna, I love it. It's new all-time highs. I'm already in it. I've already locked in. My stop loss is at break even, so I have nothing to lose anymore. SRPT. Yeah, so these ones I kind of stay away from. Anytime we have a huge candle like that, I'm out because that means there's manipulation. So I wouldn't risk my money in something like that. Never. Never. I think we went through this one already. Tilray. So Tilray, I was talking about Tilray back down here and also on the daily chart. You see that beautiful inside bar right there, guys? All you have to do, take that inside bar up. That's huge money. Huge, huge, huge money with options especially. Beautiful. So waiting for the next setup there, waiting for the inside bar. Wing stop. Look at that. Another inside bar, another winner, right? So just wait for the inside bar plays on these. Don't buy into highs. You should already be in these plays, okay? So right now here, Okta, just chilling out, waiting for this double bottom confirmation. So just gonna wait again for the inside bars. You guys can see the way I trade, it has to be systematic. I'm waiting for my play. If I don't get my play, I just move on to something else. So Mustang Bio, I see a fib here, go high to low. Boom, 50% rejection. If bulls get above this, $4, that's very, very bullish. If we start going back down, probably retest these lows. Okay. AYTU. Oh, yeah. So I stay away from these names, guys. Anything like this, it's not for me. I don't want you to waste your money on something like that, because obviously that's just more of a gamble than a trade. Desktop metal. So again, would love to see an inside bar before I actually take a play there. Neo. So Neo, look at this beautiful inside bar here on the six. I wanted to take this one on Neo, like I really wanted to take this, but the candle was so small that it made me scared to take it, because I was like, I have to buy a lot of shares in order to take that. But in hindsight, I should have probably just taken options right there and just taken this bad boy up. I really should have just bought calls right there, so that way my risk is limited, right? So that's very, very beautiful Neo. Look at that. You guys could have made at least 4 or 5 times your money on that with calls. Blah 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 blah. Tell. Nice inside bar here. I would play that to the upside or down for the short. Very nice. That one's good. RHE. Would wait there. Wait for that inside bar. BAC. Bank of America. So again, anytime stocks are up here at new all-time highs, you have to wait for a setup. So an inside bar or pull back into the 20 EMA. So just going to be patient. IVR. Again, I wouldn't play that, just based on the price action. I wouldn't play that. Right here, apps. So this one, we have the fib drawn from back here. We could see the 618 was in play. So as long as the bulls hold the 618, we can chop around, we can do whatever we want. But as long as we hold this level, we're going to continue higher. If we break it, then we have the support below. All right. Well, that was a fast one there. Let's see. Let's see where we were in the chat here. Delfino. I bought the training course with Rich February 21st. Every week we had one-on-one reviewing my trades and tips to improve my trading process. My account started with 5K after 2 months, growth to 20,000. Only played futures MES with limit orders, inside bars, and gaps. Yep. So Delfino, I growth my R's from 3 to 7 to 10 every week. It's a great course because Rich teaches with real market chart, not PP. Not sure what the PP means. Very simple. But yeah, Delfino, all credit goes to Delfino in this. He was probably one of my best students that I ever trained, because he had no experience trading before, and then he just killed it. You know, it really was, once I explained the things to him, it was really simple. And Delfino, I'm really proud of him. And that's what we can do, guys. You know, and here's a real story right here. So if you guys have questions, like I will interview Delfino at some point. I'm going to interview him on YouTube, and he's going to share his tips with you. So he didn't follow, like once I taught him how to trade, he adapted it to his style, how he wanted to, limit orders, all of those things. So the credit goes to him for being a good student. But the most important thing from what Delfino went through, it's all about risk management, position sizing. Every time I looked at Delfino's trading log, there was never a huge loser. His losers were always controlled. Always controlled. So congratulations, my friend, and let's set up that that interview so that we can give your experience to the audience here. Do you use Fibonacci for confirmation? Do you take volume? Yes, that's right. Why wouldn't you change entry on Mastercard for more aggressive based on 2-week time frame? It depends, Nathan. It depends. Sometimes we're like in the private swing room, we might already have a position open. So then I'm going to be a little bit more conservative. Or sometimes I just want to wait for a little bit more confirmation. So it really depends. Special meeting in our government to watch that day interest rates. Yeah, there's a Fed announcement coming up this week. Good job, Delfino. Yep, good job. So then we have a few more requests here. And then we're going to wrap it up. All right, so here we go. So AARK. Is that right? I think it's this one, right? I think you're looking at this one. No. Let me know if that's the right ticker. AARK. Let me know if that's the right ticker. LSPD. Lightspeed. Look at this beautiful inside bar back here. This one was a nice winner. This one was a loser. So this one's been consolidating for a while. So, you know, this box, we're in the box here. So once we break through, if we break through all-time highs, it probably will be a big squeeze because we've been consolidating. Anytime we consolidate for a long time, we're looking for a potential big breakout. We went through Boeing, blah blah blah. Can't wait for the interview. Yep, I can't wait too. I just have so much stuff that I'm doing. Just don't have the time to do a lot of these things. But I will make the time because I know the interview is going to help traders, is going to help you guys in your trading. So that's the most important thing. I need to help you guys succeed. Dash. So DoorDash had this beautiful inside bar last week. You can see here. So this is an example. So this is an example with the inside bar that wins. And here's an example of the inside bar that loses. If you shorted here, you would have lost, right? But this pattern is very bullish. I call this the inside bar trap. When we break below and then we turn around immediately. So definitely looks very bullish as long. I would try here, entry 156, stop right here, 135, and just let it see where it can go. I think that's a good setup. Yep, Andrea says, congrats, Delfino. I just started. Yep, you're on your way, Andrea. You're doing well, very well too. You guys have been great students. All right, so we're here an hour and 6 minutes. You guys know how it is. Every time we meet, this time just goes by really, really quickly. And I wish I could spend more time with you guys. And we'll just keep doing this every single week. We went through a lot today. We talked about position sizing. We went through how to day trade. We looked at all of different stocks. We have another request in here, net. Let's look at that quickly. So net, we had this triangle and this breakout here. I think net will continue higher, break into new all-time highs as long as this low can hold 82.32, right? So Yogi says, you're the man. So we have, you're the man. Thanks, Rich. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Idalberto. Thank you. And then we have Yogi. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining me, man. I really like this. I really appreciate when you guys come out on Sunday. I look forward to this every single week, whether I'm tired or sleepy or like, it doesn't matter, because this is probably the most value that I can give you guys, is going live and sharing charts and talking about setups and giving you guys, basically, I'm giving you guys free courses every single week. Like, honestly speaking, I know guys, you know guys that are going to charge you $5,000 to show you how to use the inside bar in the hourly time frame. Do you guys agree with me? Hit me with a 1 if you know the type of guys that are going to charge you $5,000 to teach you how to trade an inside bar on the hourly chart. Hit me with a 1 if you guys know those guys that I'm talking about. Right? So otherwise than that, I think that we just keep doing this every week. And remember what I said about position sizing. Always use 1 to 2% of your capital only. Never use more than that. And then we know the other part of the business is if you can have on average double your loser, then you only need to win 34 out of 100 trades. Okay? So you only need to hit a 34 out of 100 trades. All right? So that's not hard, really. The last thing I want to do before I go is, if you guys enjoy the session and it gave you value and you learned something, please like if you can. I applied to YouTube for like to become a partner. So hopefully, I can become a partner. I really think I think YouTube is the next step for me to really expand my platform, because Twitter is what it is, It's they favor, I think they have favoritism in like which tweets get out. Some of my followers tell me that they don't even get my tweets anymore. And I got to move to other platforms to reach a bigger audience. So hopefully YouTube goes out. So if you guys could like the video, that would really help me. And if this video added value to you, hit me with a 1. Hit me with a 1 if it added value to you. And, I just want to know, because it keeps me motivated when I see that you guys are learning. Good luck to the Clippers. Yep. Good. Y'all can be dangerous. I'm really hoping. I'm really hoping that they make it through. So it keeps me going, having some sports to relax to when I come home. All right, there we go. We got the 1s. Beautiful. All right. Last thing I'll say is, pretty much everyone in here is a part of the swing trading room, but I'm still doing the deal where if you buy my book, I'll give you 1 month for free in the trading room. So it's $75. You have nothing to lose. Try it out. If you don't like it, no strings attached, right? I try to be as transparent as possible with everything. And, if you want to trade with our community, we have like 120 2 people in the private swing room, and we have the Discord. If you want to check it out, check it out. If not, then that's fine, because we go through these every week, and all you have to do is just pay attention to the picks and then just set your trades up, you know? Canbridge Band says how to buy your book. So okay, let's just do this quickly. So I'm gonna go here, tradingwars.com. So as you guys can see, I'm not the best like when it comes to websites and stuff like that. I have a lot to work on here. But for the book, go to Day Trading Services and just hit purchase here, and then it'll take you to a form to fill out. Just fill out your name, and then I'll get a notification. Pretty much all we're doing is you just send me the payment on PayPal. I don't have like a button set up where you can just buy it directly, but with my swing trading room, you can just, if you hit subscribe, it'll automatically take you to PayPal. All right, it'll automatically take you to PayPal. All right. Okay, so thanks guys. Have a great night, and I'll see you here next week. And I appreciate every single one of you, and keep going for your dreams. There's only one life you live, so make the best out of it and be the best you can be and give the most you can to your community. All right, have a good night.